Hey guys, welcome to our virtual field trip today. So what we're going to do in our very first activity, because we talked about biodiversity yesterday, the importance of it and different things that wildlife provides for us, we're going to be visiting a couple of different spots around our area just to kind of show you how biodiverse these surrounding areas around Michigan City are. So in this video, I'm going to have different points where you're going to be pausing it or stopping the video, and then you're going to be answering some different questions along various spots or different stops we're going to make along the way in our virtual field trip. So we're going to visit a couple of different locations, and again, after each point where I tell you to stop and pause, you're going to be answering some select questions that are appearing on the screen. All right, guys, buckle up. Hopefully we enjoy our ride. And with us today is Georgia. Say hi, Georgia. And Mr. Robbins. Say hi. All right, guys. Are we ready?
We're ready.
All right, here we go. Fun. Hello, class. Welcome to our little virtual field trip today. Right now, we're going to be traveling and visiting different types of ecosystems we have here right in our own backyard. I'm not very far off Highway 12, maybe I think a little bit near Beverly Shores, so not too far from our little neck of the woods. So Indiana has quite a ton of biodiversity actually, especially in Northwest Indiana and in our little area in Michigan City. I mean, we have our own Indiana Dunes, National Park. And so I'm going to be taking you just to show you a few different examples of different types of ecosystems we have around here. And so right now is a very good example. We have a lot of freshwater ecosystems, not just the lake. We have a lot of freshwater wetlands as well. Here's a very good example of a freshwater wetland. We have different types. Here in Northwest Indiana, we have swamps, we have bogs, and we also have marshes where we have grasses and stuff. So right here, this is a type where we have trees growing out of this type of freshwater wetland. So is this an example of a, hello.
Hi. Wait.
Oops, sorry class. So is this a swamp? Is this a bog? Or do you think this is a marsh? Oh my gosh, kids, can you hear all of those frogs? So many frogs calling out to each other. Usually signals that they're ready for reproduction. So what abiotic factor do you think is nearby if you hear all of these frogs? Think of what do frogs need to live in, and especially reproduce in. Oh, by the way, meet Georgia. Hey Georgia, say hi. She's my virtual field trip companion. Hi, sweetie. Right now, here I am at what, of course, famous body of water. So what type of ecosystem am I visiting? Unfortunately, this whole beach has been closed. The lake has not frozen during this winter this year. It's been so warm. And so the lake levels have been very high. Very strong winds, very big waves. Very seriously eroded our beaches. Erosion in its finest. Very, very sad indeed. All right, students. This here actually is one of my favorite viewpoints. Just coming up over this little hill overlooking beautiful Lake Michigan. Normally during springtime, these trees provide a awesome shady canopy. We only have our pines and stuff right now. Anyways, so here's Lake Michigan. So what kind of ecosystem service do you think Lake Michigan provides humans? There's a couple different things. What are some ecosystem services do you think it provides? Think of what lives in the lake that we may want. Hello kids, don't worry, I'm not driving right now. I'm parked on a pretty vacant road. But right now I'm driving through a very specific type of ecosystem. Hint, these trees lose their leaves during fall time. Alright guys, here I am at our next spot on our virtual field trip. So we are at what's called Streble Pond. So this is local as well. It's really fun to take dogs and stuff like that for a walk. Alright, how do I flip around? Uh-oh. There is Georgia and also Mr. Robbins joining us on our virtual field trip again here at Streble Pond. So here's another really good example of another type of ecosystem we have here in Northwest Indiana. So here's another freshwater ecosystem where we have grasses growing in the water. Grasses and reeds and things like that. And this is a home to lots of different kinds of migratory birds. Geese and ducks use it, you know, as they fly overhead. They come here and reproduce and stuff. Very beautiful out here. So yeah, what kind of freshwater ecosystem is this an example of? All right, here we have a hawk that is soaring in the sky above these trees here at Streble Pond. What do you think that this little wooded area provides for this hawk? What would happen if a lot of this wooded area was to disappear? What does this hawk depend on? As you guessed it, this is a very good example of a freshwater marsh. Look at all these grasses and reeds growing in this freshwater ecosystem. Lots of birds flying overhead and using it as migratory routes. So what kind of ecosystem services do these freshwater marshes provide to humans? Use the link I provide below to help you answer that question. Hey guys, well I hope you enjoyed our little virtual field trip for one of your first assignments. So this is going to conclude the end of my overall little PowerPoint video activity. So yeah guys, until next time, bye, stay safe, stay healthy, at least get outside a little bit.